All right, so we've got those lines now stitched in there. You can see on the good side showing through, and then the bad side again where we've drawn those lines. So we're set to kind of sew the two pieces together. Our lines will hold all the batting and everything in place, which is nice. So now we're just going to finish the pumpkin. So to do that, we are going to sew two seams around the outside. So our first seam is going to be a 7/8 seam, and that is just kind of sew the exterior, catch the batting, and then we're going to sew a second seam on the other side of, sort of on the further out on the edge, so be it a 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch seam, and we don't want the batting to show through that one. So that's the one that the fraying will happen at. So we want the first seam to catch the batting to make sure we don't have any edges curling and things like that. And then the second seam is to hide the batting. So that's why we're doing two seams here. If you did not use batting, you can just do one seam. Because we used the batting, we are going to do two seams. So I will go ahead and stitch the first seam on, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so we have gone around and stitched the exterior of both of the pumpkins now. So that attached the stems and all the batting and everything. And we have finished, like I said, just the exterior, kind of tracing with our machine the outside of the pumpkin. So our next step is sort of to finish the edges. So because we're leaving them unfinished, we're going to let them fray. So all we're going to do is take our fabric scissors and snip, making sure we don't cut through any of the stitching, but just snip every, I don't know, 1/2 inch, as much as we can. So that's what we're going to do. Just go around the exterior of the pumpkin, and then once that is finished, we're going to throw it in the washing machine. So once I trim around the outside there, I'll also do the stem. I'll throw it in the wash machine and I'll come back to you when it's finished, but go ahead and just cut around the exterior of your pumpkin. Again, just make sure you don't cut through the lines of stitching. So I'll see you when that's done.